Hey, YouTubers, it's your boy Nomination. This is Back at the Basic. Again, the only place you're gonna get it. Only place gonna get it. Only place gonna get it. Only place gonna get it. And this is Back at the Basic. Chuck of Deuce is how we do it, Dallas, Texas, baby. Man out of Dallas back, you know what it is, know what it is. All right, real men rise up. Fake men rise down. Real women rise up. Fake women rise down. All right. And I practice what I preach it and preach on. Aaron Rose 24, brother. I just saw your video when you was talking about black people stop the hate and start loving. Man, I totally agree with you 100% and a whole lot more. I'm right on in there what you're saying. But you know what? I'm going to respond to your video to when you talk about black people stop the hate and start the love to mine. It's called the breaking point. The breaking point. I'm gonna tell you like this, brother. I totally agree with you. Right on there. The breaking point. Here's the problem, Aaron. It comes from a time when men used to respect women. It used to come from a time as men used to open doors for women, giving women confidence. It used to come from a time where men provided and protect and protest. If you ain't those three different P's, you ain't no man. It comes from a time like that. But what happened? All of a sudden, every great man fall down. And it comes from a time when women used to be motherly advice, lovely advice, motherly advice, lovely and motherhood and wife, and play role for the children, for herself and the man and all that other stuff. When she was cooking and cleaning and taking care of business, if women ain't got three C's, she ain't no woman, period. But what happened? Women fall down, because you know what they say, falling down on a man, just like a man fall down on a woman, because a great man gonna fall down to a woman, and a great woman gonna fall down to a man. I think men and women both played a role on this. Not just for the men and women and the government, and I mean not the government, but the system and the game itself in the media and the music and how it's portraying it. And now it's trying to bring it back, because they not only they worried about themselves, they're worrying about the next generation come for them, the Generation Z. Because the Generation X and Y and the baby boomer generation, they all fall down and crumble and never rebuilt itself up. That's the problem. Where is it coming from, brother? It's come from the ancient Mesoteric days, when Adam and Eve was walking on this planet. It's all written in the Bible, because when it says when Adam and Eve would meet each other behind the tree, and God told, and I'm not trying to be God literal like that, but I'm saying it in a way that as example, this is how we would believe, and this is how we was taught. This is how men was taught. This is how women was taught. When Adam and Eve Adam and Eve, God told Adam and Eve, y'all can eat any tree y'all can eat any fruit of the tree, as long as y'all don't eat the tree of knowledge and the knowledge of gain and say, means he want to wait till they get to know each other and marry and have kids. But look what happened. But he said, but one thing he did tell them that they just did not mention of they never thought in their mind, they never thought of. You don't eat a tree of knowledge, because when you do, you're gonna die. That's what he told him. And soon he about to fled out of the scene and trying to do something else that coordinate for they can and producing of family and children and men and women and all that other stuff. That's when the snake came in. And we all know the snake, who the original snake was. We all know. We all know. And the snake was talking to Eve. It's like, no, that's not true. That's not what he's saying. You're not going to die eating that fruit. He only saying that because he's jealous of you. He is basically saying, what he really trying to say is, if you eat the fruit, then you will not die. You will be God. That's what the snake told Eve. And Eve eat the fruit, and knowing she ain't supposed to do, but she did. And the snake, she been forced that she did not want to do, but the snake forced her, and she allowed it to happen. Same thing you see the way. This is why women into bad boys and jerks and not into the nice guys till later on in life. And here's another problem. When Eve ate the fruit, the bidden fruit, and she gave the piece to Adam, Adam got caught by God and like, hey, did I tell you not to eat the bidden fruit? Did I tell you? And blame Adam. He didn't blame Eve. He blamed Adam. But he told Adam and Eve she supposed to follow him instead of following the snake. But it didn't happen, because he would have led to her the example, as because men represent leaders and women represent followers. Never forget this. Men represent leaders, women represent followers. It's not like that anymore, but it's trying to get back. But also, that's what happened. It had the ancient series to go when the new world was not revealing itself in that time. I wasn't born yet. You wasn't born. None of this stuff was born. Technology, all that, it was way years ago, because it was about to be a new world, about the raise of a question awareness where all it came from, and that's what happens. That's what happens. So Adam and Eve, when Eve got pregnant, and Adam and Eve told God, and he reward Adam for a wife, and they both got married and have two. Not only she had one kid, she had two kids. Now, who take under the wing of one of the children was Abel. Abel was a good kid. Adam took care of that child. And Cain was a bad child. Who that child was? The snake. Not only that, Adam and Eve, if the snake did not reappear itself of the tree of garden of tree of the tree of Eden and in the garden, none of this stuff would have never happened. These women would never mess with these bad boys and jerks. They would not, if the snake would not reappear to end in the Bible. And also, when after Eve was cheating on Adam, Adam was cheating on Eve. See, men and women both play a role, and men knew all this, and women way knew about this. So you know, and he cheated on her on mistress, and that explains, because there are men out here who do got mistress somewhere, especially when they are married men. And same thing, women got sex boy toys, and you see this thing you see the same thing today. Same thing today, all the time. And also, you know, he left Eve because she won't be submissive. But his second wife, she was submissive, and wanted his please and pleasure to this mistress is pleasure him his every need. And same thing, Eve was she was pleased by the snake. What Adam would not please her. That's, you see what I'm getting at? Man, what I'm saying is, men and women are the both of the problem why this stuff is going on. We hear it in music, we hear it in the media, we hear it in anything. Because if you look at videos, Aaron Rose 24, look at these videos. There always gonna be a woman, black or white, got a snake appeared on her both shoulders. Britney Spears had one. Beyonce did, and also Aaliyah. And any other woman you know, they always have a real snake period in. Even Eve did it. So women knew all this truth, what really happened, Adam and Eve. It happens back then, it happens now. but it wasn't all that bad. It was happening bad in ancient centuries ago. It was happening a couple of years. But it got worse when it came to the 80s, when 80s era. In the 80s new way era. It was the new way in the 80s. That's when it really got worse. But 90s was more kind of few worse as it gets. But in 2000 it was way more worse. And now they try to stop it because they knew people going to find out the truth. Because in the 50s, that's in the leaving the Bieber era, Wally, Miss Cleaver. That's when men was working at the home, and women. He was a worker provider, and the woman was a homemaker for the role for the children. But women would start voting since the early 70s or late 70s. It bring men of that problem because men do not like a woman make more money than him because he gonna start feeling like a less than a man. That's when the physitism came in because men was the problem why physitism came out. They was. And they allow it to happen because if they wasn't raping women and disrespecting them and and abused them and like that and cheating on them, physitism would not came out in the first place. And we know who benefit that physitism. You and I both know who started that physitism movement, which I'm not going to get into that because everybody knows why that came out. And then women are the fault as well because look what happened to the men. You got men acting more feminine and women act more masculine. Because it come from a time when men was the chooser and women was the decision. It is not like that anymore. Now the women are the choosers. Now men are the decision. That explains why. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Because that's when back then women want a good guy. But now, I mean, not now, but in that time in the 90s and 80s, especially in the 90s, that's when the 90s came in. That they want the bad boy. They want that bad boy, man. They want the bad boy. Because the bad boys, they represent. They come from the broken homes. They come from not having a mother or father. Because the only thing they know is look out for themselves and raise themselves. That's all bad boys know. Because bad boys represent their thrill, their excitement. They're the master of the sex. That's why women want them. Because they want to change them. They want to fix them. For they can see through the Lord. That's why women into that. Especially if she's 14 and 18. 9 out of 10, she's going to give her virginity to a bad boy or a jerk. Mostly bad boys. And they're thrill takers and adventurous. That's why they want them. Just like nice guys. Nice guys represent of the father figure, well dressed, well mannered, respectable, and do right by the community. And for his woman and his children. That's the provider, protect, and protest. That's the guys they don't want. They want the bad boy. Because in the 90s, they feel like the bad boy will stand up for his woman and not to scared to take on everything. But they think that the bad boy is not afraid to take anything of this society. He will stand up for his woman, and he can be pleased as a woman in the bedroom, and the nice guys don't. What they're talking about is lust, man. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about, especially in most women, because most women, they'll swear up and down, they'll say they want a bad boy, knowing damn well they don't. They don't. They want the guys who are opposite, because that's the only thing they used to those men right there. And what's worse of the bad boy is the asshole. It's the asshole, the guy that's sitting around, not doing nothing, not helping around the house, who salt women all day and expect her to take care of him, because as long as he needs a place to crash, place to stay, place to live, place to lay his head at. But assholes is like this. Assholes is like this. They are the worst of men. I don't know who wants worse. It's the asshole or a bad boy. Assholes are more worse than bad boy. It is. I ain't lying. They both are worse. But the problem with the bad boys, bad boys can't stay out of trouble. Because they always start stuff with other folks and other people start stuff with them. That's the problem with them. They have to put that good boy hat on or stay out of trouble. And they have to commit with one woman. Because it's hard for a bad boy to commit with one woman. He want to commit with all different women. And that explains it, why it's like this today. Here's the problem with nice guys. The problem with nice guys need to start putting their foot down and start being more, or start being reduced their and lack of confidence. Because if they don't have no rebuff their confidence themselves, how they gonna know they're gonna want to get women? And bad boy, and ass nice guys always complain about the bad boys and jerks. Yes, they fault in some ways, but it's not their fault, because they need love too, and which I understand. But the nice guy gotta be the one. It's gotta take the place and lead, and he'll get the women. Best believe, because he's the biggest winner way before they are. They because they will want a nice guy like him. But at the same time, he can learn from them bad boys and jerks, but not too much like them. And the bad boy and jerk can learn a lot, because they know they can never be a good guy. And when they do try, they can't go back to their old ways, the things they do. That's why it's always like this, Aaron Rose. But at the same time, what I'm saying to this, man, men are part of the problem also. As women are as women part of the problem, because like I said, you see it all the time. But as a women part of the problem also, men don't want no good woman. Good women is like this. Good women are the type of women who are what do you call them? The highly educated, well spoken, good women are like this, man. Why I say this, they got a lovely heart about the good women, because good women, you don't see them around that much. They're the good women that go to school and go home. They're the ones that help mom and dad. They're the ones that will be there for you. They have eyes like an angel, lips like an angel. You don't see good women like that no more. Good women are the quality women. They are the qualities. They have highly they got quite a few lists of qualities about themselves. They ain't got time for a man, and when they do, they want a man that wants something and going on with his life. But that's the kind of women I want. But back then, I wasn't used to women like that. But see, that's the women we don't want at first. We don't want women like that. We want the bad girls. Bad girls like this. They dress, impress, and rest. Bad girls are like this, man. It's hard to love a bad girl. It's hard to please a bad girl, because bad girls, the only way they can be loved, they have to have a change of heart. They got a bad reputation. You could say they strippers, they're porn stars, they're prostitution, all that stuff. I can't stand bad girls. You gotta come up messing with them. You got to be somebody else. You can't be yourself around them. You got to be somebody else. Because you could be yourself around a good girl, but you can't be yourself around a bad girl. You got to be somebody else with a good girl. With a bad, you got to be somebody else with a bad girl. And disrespectful, nasty women are the worst. They're the women that's sitting around the house. Now, don't cook, don't clean, don't take care of kids, don't take care of her man and not herself. All she do is eat, sleep, and use number one, number two, just sitting around. Just sitting around, don't do nothing, because she expect the men take care of her all the time, but she can't take care of herself, because she ain't got no other place to go, no other place to lay her head at, no other place to till she can get back on her feet. She want somebody back on her feet for her, and want somebody to feel sorry. Because disrespectful women, they are just like the jerks. They just like the jerks. They just like them, just like that. They are two most worst. Just same thing as a bad boy. Bad boy, the only way he gonna be loved is a change of heart. Change of heart. Just like a bad girl, she got to change her ways. See, bad boys and bad girls are fit together. That's why they need to be together. And the disrespectful, nasty women and the jerk need to be together, because they don't want to earn anything. They just want to live other of other person's misery. And the good men and the good women, they need to be together. The ones that the family and the morals and all that other stuff, they ain't got to worry about the bad boys and the jerk and the disrespectful nasty women and the fast women. They ain't got to worry about that. What I'm saying to brother, you are right. I totally agree with you. The only way we can fix this problem, we gotta go through the breaking point to never end to break the cycle. We need, as men, need to apologize to our women, and our women need to apologize to us, because we cannot let this happen again. And that's what I say about this, brother. We need to do something about that, because if we don't, it gonna always keep repeat itself over and over and over and over and over again until it never starts, because it's gonna lead to a place that they just never come. They'll never come back up and to for they can't make a way of escape. Brother, I totally agree with you, because I get tired of talking about this, and I know you do too, brother. I'm getting tired of talking about this too, but here's the problem right here, that but they want people to feel miserable. They want people to feel miserable, man, because they expect somebody else to feel miserable, because they ain't got nobody. That's the problem, because they ain't got nobody, But how you gonna expect them to feel miserable, and ain't nobody gonna feel miserable? Just like you gonna make it feel miserable because you don't have nobody. You don't have nobody to love you or cared about you. All this bragging about that this and that, I got this and I got that. She can't do this, she can't do that. All that lust, man. Sex ain't nothing. Sex is only better when you have somebody to share it with, and that is love. And love is way more stronger, way more 10 times, 100 times stronger than lust is. All lust is just abusing other, just use and abuse and our own abusing men. And what I'm saying is, men and women abuse their bodies just to get what lust, just to get what they just do it for the hell of it. She don't care about those men, and that men don't care about the women. They just have sex for the sex of it. They don't care about that. But what is about relationships? What about get to know each other? What about family? What about marriage? What about kids? It's not about that anymore, brother. And I feel your pain, because I understand what you're saying, and that's good. You try to correct yourself what you really were trying to say. You don't want to make it sound like you ignorant, but you try to make it sound like, if for your experience, what you see and what you hear and what you witness. I'm the same here. I don't know it's like that in ATL, and I can understand that, but it's like out here in Dallas, where I'm from. It's hard to find somebody out here. It's hard to find somebody out here, because if men will stop being judgmental, and women need to stop being superficial. Men need to stop caring about body parts. Who cares if she got a big breast or not? Who cares if she got a big butt or not? Who cares if she got a long hair, short hair? Who cares about that? What about the sense of personality? If men would stop all that, it would have done a long time ago. And same thing, women. Women need to stop being superficial. They need to quit judging how much a man packing, if you know what I mean, down there. That's what women does. How much money he got. Do he got a car? Do he got his own place or whatever? But they can't help everybody in need, because people going through some struggle times. They going through some struggle times. Everybody needs help in need. I ain't saying they gotta get their hand stuck out for asking for a handout. Just help out, just a little help in need, because people always try their best to get by, just to get through the day, not to promise the day or tomorrow, but a better way and a better future. So the only way we can fix this, brother, man, we need to repeat the cycle and break the cycle of epitome of hatred, and despite that hatred, and stop passing on to the young kids, to the old, to the race, and amongst everybody, because one love is going to get us through, because we're going to be all right. Like Bob Marley said, we're going to be all right. For my brothers, I'm down for the cause with y'all. Y'all my brothers. I love y'all. Y'all do what you do as brothers, as friends. Just like, because y'all got to share love for me. I got to share love for y'all as a friend, as brothers, like blood brothers. We like this. I love for my people. Even though we could be generically at each other's throats sometimes, but we got to get along. I don't care if we go from other races or our same race or not, or people from gay or straight or different religion beliefs. We got to get along, not just for my own folks, but everybody else from other race, other color. And we got to learn one another. We need to start listening to one another. We need to start caring about one another. Because if we practice what we preach and then we get through God. Then we get through and call it out, the sins that everybody commits, but ourselves too. And we need to stop being afraid to what we speak and what's going on. And because when we see the truth, it's gonna set us free. I guarantee you that. So that's all I gotta say about that, brother. So God bless you, bro, Aaron Rose, and keep doing do. And I hope you find that special woman in your life, man, and hold yourself together way on high, because we're gonna get through these hard days, and we're gonna have some better days, because it's gonna be a new world coming. And a lot more shortly, because the wickedness will be in it many years, but to years to come. All right. And it's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic. Chuck of the Deuces. How we do it, Texas, baby. Till next time. All right. Peace.